What is up, guys? It's Dan from AutoMotivationZ, back with another build and price review. This time for a car that I never thought was going to come out. The 2024 Acura Integra Type S. Now, as you guys will know, or some of you guys may not know, the Integra has been around for a really long time. I mean, we're talking 1986 was the first time the Integra came out. It had a 3- and 5-door variant, so basically a 2-door hatchback or a 4-door hatchback. These had 113 horsepower, so not very much horsepower, and 99 pound-feet of torque. Not earth-shattering. It's something that was small, but it was meant to be that way. It was meant to be a small car. In 1990, the second generation came out. 140 horsepower in these, with a new 1.8-liter engine. These were the ones that a lot of people really liked. Started modifying, heavily modifying, always putting exhaust and stuff like that on. And then in 1992, the GSR came out. Game changer. This was the second vehicle that Acura had made that used VTEC. And you could really tell when VTEC kicked in, lots of power up top. Not a lot of power on the bottom end, a lot of power up top. They sounded, I mean, just amazing. I remember wanting a GSR back in the day when I was looking for cars in that time frame. Then the Type R came out. So this came out in 1993. This was the third gen. Really what was special about the Type R, 190 horsepower. Now, that might not sound like a lot. In today's standards, 190 horsepower is nothing. But back then, and we're talking back then like early 90s, mid 90s, 190 horsepower was pretty decent. The Eclipse GST and GSX, back in that time frame as well, 210 horsepower. So not too far off of those numbers. Very rare. You didn't see very many Integra Type Rs. And I'll throw up a picture here so you guys can understand what it looks like. But very rare. You didn't see very many of them. They came in yellow and white, I believe, and those were the only two colors. At least the only two colors that I ever saw. So, with that being said, we will go to Acura.com. So this is where you're going to go if you want to find one of these. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Vehicles. You're going to go to Integra, because that's what we're looking for. And it shows this right here. So there's going to be two types of Integras you can get. The 1.5 liter is going to be the A spec. The one that we're after, though, is the 320 horsepower Type S. And they show a picture of it right here. You're just going to go up in the corner here and hit build. Don't mind that. I've built a few of these just to kind of mess around with options. So this is only available with the 6-speed manual. It's not available with an automatic. They don't do a DCT or anything like that. Only available with the 6-speed, which is very cool that Acura is trying to keep the manual alive because, let's be honest, there are not many car manufacturers that are doing this these days. And then the starting price of $50,800. For what you get, this is a very reasonable starting price. And it's front-wheel drive only. No all-wheel drive in this. So it brings up this menu. It talks about the Type S sport appearance, the 19-inch wheels, the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires that you get, and then the Brembo front brakes. Those are all standard options on that. Now, when you first start building this, there's a few color combinations you can do. You can do Lunar Silver, which I think is kind of blah. You can do Majestic Black Pearl, which looks really nice, especially with all of the red Type S badging and just the color scheme in general in the wheels. Looks very good. And this one you can do either a black or a red interior. They have Liquid Carbon, which is more of like a graphite finish. Same thing, you can do black or red interior. They have Performance Red, which I'm not a fan of red. You can only do black interior on that, which I think is kind of weird. I mean, granted, a lot of people are not going to choose red on red, but if you could choose red with any kind of option, that would be kind of nice. There's Platinum White Pearl, which is what you're going to see 95% of the reviews of this on, because that's the launch edition kind. And that has all three. You can do black, white, or red interior in those. They have Apex Blue Pearl, which has black or orchid. They call it orchid. I call it white. And then Tiger Eye Pearl, which is more like a kind of like a crushed orange. And then they have black and orchid in that as well. So for this, we're going to choose the blue. Only because that's the color that I would choose. And we want to build this with every single option that we can. And then kind of go back and I'll show you exactly what I would do and how I would build it. So next, we're going to go to the interior. So this is the interior that you're going to get. You get a nice, I believe it's a 9-inch display. It's not great. It doesn't have a lot of, it is touchscreen. And you do have physical knobs, which is good. So you got like your home button, your back button, and then your volume button up here. But you can control all of that from on the steering wheel. So you don't really need that, but it is nice to have. And like I mentioned, 6-speed manual, the only thing that you can do to this. The only way you can get it. You got your Type S badge here. And then a lot of people are wondering, what is in this right here? So this, in the automatics that you can get in the automatic Integra, is where you're going to have your park, reverse, neutral, drive. They repurpose these buttons for other stuff. So it's individual, it's your drive mode selector, it's your parking brake, things like that. You're going to have two USB chargers, which you can't really see here. You have a Type A and a Type C, and then your 12-volt right here. Now, you do have this awesome cockpit information here with a lot of functionality. You can bring up a whole bunch of different stuff on that. And then relatively standard switchgear right here. And that doesn't show it, but there's a sunglass holder up here that you can use to get your sunglasses done. Now, the dark metal trim with the orchid interior is where I would go, especially with the blue car. I think black is just kind of blah. I want something to set it off. So I would do this, especially since I can't do the red. I would do the red if I could. People say blue and red looks shabby. I disagree. And these are free options. You don't have to worry about any money there. You can either do black or white. We'll just go through some of the pictures so you can see what it looks like. They have very cool vents in this car, but very hard to attach anything to them. So if you get those vent clips, well, don't, because they won't fit. They have a metal aluminum pull knob for your door. Relatively standard switchgear on there. This is a liftback, and you'll see the ELS Studio sub right here. So this meaning that this is a liftback, 24 cubic feet of space just back here. And with the seats down, you're looking at probably another 15. So you're looking at about 45 cubic feet of space in this car with the seats folded down. I mean, that's pretty dang impressive. That's pretty on par with what my X3M had for storage. So lots of storage space in this. Makes it very nice and very usable. And then, of course, a back shot. You have the 6-speed there again. Very deep center console here. You can fit lots of stuff in there. I mean, you could fit your whole lunchbox in there if you wanted to. And then, of course, you got the Type S embroidering on the seats. And then a black Alcantara insert. Looks very nice. Now for some of the accessories. Now there is a ton of accessories that you can get for this. So I will go through all of them just to kind of show you what they are, what they entail. So this first one is going to be the All-Season Protection Package 1. And we'll just go through and I'll kind of show you what it's in this. So you have these splash guards that you can put on. You have the back Type S mat, so in the lift back area. And then you have all-weather mats. So this is probably the one that I would get, just because it's everything that I want. Everything that I need, really. Now the second one is going to be the all-weather mats, the back mat for the lift back area, and then wheel locks, which I'll probably just end up buying the wheel locks separately. And then the third one is going to be the splash guards, the all-weather mats, and then the wheel locks. And then just a standard protection package, Same thing, we got the splash guards, the wheel locks, and then the back lift back area. Now, these have been kind of widely debated. Why do you need the bronze colored wheels? I think it sets it off a little bit. We'll just do this to show you what it looks like. It's a $2,200 option, but I think they look really nice. And I've actually seen these in person. They do look really nice, but they are hard to keep clean. $2,100 or $2,200 option. All it is a bronze color versus a graphite color. But we'll leave it on there just for now, just to show you what the price is. Valve stem caps. They say Type S on them, a little Type S badge on it. They look cool. They're 30 bucks. You know, why not? And when I built mine, I went through and I did this as well. In aluminum, they call it the front A mark, so it's illuminated in Acura symbol. So we'll put that on there just to show you how much it's going to cost at the end. Gloss black Type S badging, so when we go here and we turn the car around, this Type S badge here, and this Type S badge here, and this Type S badge here are all in gloss black instead. So we'll do that, and you'll see that this will kind of change color a little bit. See? It changes just ever so slightly, but it is blacked out. The front A mark, so this, now if you choose this $80 option, it deletes the illuminated one. We're not going to do that. On mine, I would choose this though, because I think the illuminated one is kind of cheesy, and I wouldn't want to do that. And on the back, we would choose this for 80 bucks. And you'll see it blacks it out. Very cool looking. When you open the door, it has the Acura symbol on it. Definitely do that. I think it's just that extra level of cockiness that sets this car off. It looks very cool. Protection film package. So in your lift back area, you get a piece of film here, and then you get a piece of film underneath your door handles. You'll notice that on some of these cars, they get kind of scratched up a little bit on those areas from people's fingernails kind of digging into it. And it's just kind of nice to have. So we'll add that as well. Not that you're going to be able to see it, but it would go right in this area here. The carbon fiber tailgate spoiler. This looks really nice. I've seen this in person and definitely sets the car off. Now, this in particular, if you're going to do this a la carte and you don't want to do this from the factory, I know $950 seems like a lot. Taking this off is a pain in the butt. I saw a video of what you have to do. This is actually secured to the lift gate. It's not something that's just stuck on. So it's stuck on and secured to the lift gate. So know that there's going to be screw holes that you have to go through. There's also mounting holes from the other spoiler that you have to plug up. It's not the easiest thing to do. So $950 might sound like a lot, but if you want this type of wing, it's very worth it. And I definitely would encourage everyone to get this. And plus it makes it look cool too. $600 for carbon fiber door cover mirror caps. This is just caps for right here. We'll just wait for this. It's taking a little bit. And you'll see right here, this is just kind of a paste on carbon fiber cap that goes over the body molding colored mirrors. Door visors, we'll do that. This is an option I probably wouldn't choose. I've never really had these in any car. It looks okay, and it's not like it's terrible. It's just it's not for me. So when I build my own, I won't be doing this. And then these other options, bike attachment, you got a kayak attachment, you got the roof basket, you got the roof box, mid-size and short, you got a surf or paddleboard attachment, you got ski and snowboard attachments, you got just the roof rack in general, body side molding, which is going to throw a thing along the side here. I really don't like the look of that. I mean, it kind of breaks it up a little bit, but I just don't like the look of it, so when we do mine, I wouldn't do that. Car cover. If people are going to store this in the winter, not a bad idea. You get Integra embossed on there. It looks pretty cool. The splash guard set, when you do this a la carte, this is what you're going to find. $180, but we already have that from our all-season protection package. Wheel locks for 98 bucks. or black for 93 bucks. Now don't ask me why chrome wheel lugs are less expensive than black chrome wheel lugs. I don't know why, but they're $5 less. We'll do these though just because. And let's see. Nope, they don't actually show it on there. Premium carpet floor mat set. So you can get premium carpeted floor mats, but since we decided to go with the all-weather protection package, we're not going to get these. So these do not come with it. And if you choose to do those, then it deletes the all-weather mats, which I would rather have all-weather mats anyways. The illuminated door sill trim. So I know this says A-spec here, but this would say Type S, and this would be illuminated. So if you want that, $460. It's a cool option. It looks nice, especially when you open the door and it's illuminated. It looks very nice. Heated steering wheel. Living in Minnesota, if you don't get a heated steering wheel, you're missing out. I used to think that this was kind of a girly option, like, who needs a heated steering wheel? It's very nice, especially in Minnesota. When it's negative 20 out and you go to grab your steering wheel and it's cold, you don't want to touch it. Just like when it's hot, you don't want to touch it. So yes, we're going to do that. And this also changes the steering wheel a little bit. So it is kind of the bumpy leather, and it goes all the way down to here, and then you have the smooth leather up top. The titanium shift knob. This is something offered on the old school Integras. It's something that they brought back. It's $200. It's a weighted shift knob. I've actually driven the Type S, and this had it on here. I didn't really notice a difference. I thought it was a shift knob, to be honest. But we'll put it on there anyways because that's what we're doing. An Alcantara steering wheel. I hate Alcantara steering wheels. You guys know this from watching my channel. I do not like it. They're hard to clean, hard to keep clean. They feel very nice when you first get them, and they look very nice when you first get them, but keeping them clean is a pain in the butt. We'll add it anyways, though. Oh, just kidding. No, we won't. So if you add the Alcantara steering wheel, you don't get a heated steering wheel. But then again, you probably don't need it because the Alcantara is not really cold to the touch. It's not really warm to the touch either. I digress, though. All-season floor mats are already checked because that was in part of our pack. First aid kit, why not? Because it's $34 and you might as well. The pet rear cabin liner. So this is going to be for if you have a dog traveling with you. You can put your Acura pet cabin liner on the seats and they can travel with you. Makes things nice. We'll say yes to that. The seat back protector. So right here, you're going to have the other kind of WeatherTech kind of mat on the back part of the seats. $110. Sure, we'll do that. A sunshade. I used to think this was a silly option, but when you're parked out in the sun all day, your car gets really hot, really fast. It's not a bad deal for $80. I'm going to say yes to that. The trunk tray, as they call it, I was calling it the WeatherTech kind of mat, the lift back mat. $160, but we already have it in our package. A cargo net, $60. Sure, why not? A cargo organizer. Sure, why not? $88. An engine block heater, $90. Bringing our grand total to $59,504. And I will scroll through the options here real quick so you can see what we got. Now, it does not picture the titanium shift knob, which is fine. We're okay with that. We got the A-spec mat, or the A-spec, the Type S mat back here. And then you got the mats back here as well to protect your seat. We got the white interior, the orchid with the black Alcantara. Looks very nice. I actually prefer the standard shift knob. It's got red writing on it, and I think it looks cooler. So let's go to estimate our payments. Let's see what let's just see what we get. So this is what we have for the lease. So $742 a month for 36 months for 10,000 miles with $3,200 due at signing. Now, if you could even find one of these right now, I would be incredibly amazed because a lot of, actually I think every dealership is on a 90-day demo, basically. They get a car to demo for 90 days, and people put in orders based on that. So I would assume July, August, September, 19th, 20th, in that region. You might see a couple of these with like 3,000 or 4,000 miles on the market. Those are going to be hard miles. That's a hard pass for me, especially if somebody's just learning how to drive and they drive a manual. No thanks. I wouldn't be interested in that just to get one of the first ones. Or for financing, we're talking about, and this was impressive to me that they have all these different 3-month options here. At 72 months with a good credit score and an APR that's chosen not by me, $921 a month. So not terrible. About $180 more than leasing, which is to be expected. But you don't have anything due at signing. Of course, you could do a down payment. We'll just do $10,000 just to show what it would look like. $10,000 drops it to $754 a month. So it is what it is. If you have money and you want to finance it versus lease it, you definitely could. Now we're going to go back. We're going to build it the way I would build it. And we're going to go through this real quick, so just bear with me. We're going to select that. We're going to hit build. Silver, no, that's boring. Black does look nice, and you can get the red stitching. White looks okay. Apex blue is what I would choose. Or Tiger Eye Pearl. Either one, to me, looks very nice. I like either of these colors. You're probably going to see a lot less of these around. I think this looks pretty cool. But when talking to the wife, she hates that color. So we're going to go Apex blue. Because, you guys, this electric blue looks so good. And, of course, since I want to stand out a little bit, I do the orchid interior. So next, since we already chose that, we don't have any options. We get the standard white here with the Alcantara. We hit next. We go to accessories. So definitely the all-season protection package #1. I like the guards for that. I like the back mat, and I like the floor mats. We're definitely going to do that. The copper alloys for $2,200. No, I mean I could theoretically take these tires off and anodize these bronze myself, and pay a lot less than $2,200. But we're not going to do that. I like these darker wheels better, anyways. They look better. They're going to hide brake dust better. They look cooler, in my opinion. So that's what we're going to stick with. Valve caps, absolutely. Type S, they look cool. They're $29. It's a good investment. Illuminated front A-mark, no. Gloss black emblems, yes, definitely. Makes it look cooler. Front A-mark, yes. So this will turn black. Gloss black A-mark in the rear, absolutely. Then this turns black right here. The logo pattern projector, yes. Looks nice. I like it. Protection film package, sure, why not? That's a high traffic area on both of these. The spoiler, definitely. Looks very cool. I've seen it in person. It looks really nice. The carbon fiber mirror covers, yes, definitely. Door visors, I can do without. I can do without any of these attachments on the roof because I don't own any of those. The body side molding, I wasn't too enthused about. The car cover, I'm going to be driving it year-round, so I have no need for that. That's already included. We'll do gloss black wheel locks, just in case somebody wants to steal these awesome wheels, because I do think these look pretty cool. Illuminated door sill trim set, yes. Heated steering wheel, a must, yes. Shift knob, no. Alcantara wheel, no. All-season floor mats already there. We'll do a first aid kit. The cabin rear liner, I'm not worried about that because my dog would actually go in the back. So, no on that. The seat back protector, yes. The sunshade, probably not, even though I said in the previous portion I would. Cargo net, I don't need. Cargo organizer, I don't need. Engine block heater, this isn't the 90s, I don't need that either. A summary for mine, $55,386 out the door. Very, very easy to get along with payment. I think that is definitely on par with probably most of the options people are going to be choosing. Now, these are all dealer installed options. So the dealer is going to install every single one of these. So you don't get these from the factory like that. The car comes standard with whatever, and then these get installed at the dealership. So like the bronze wheels, the carbon fiber mirror caps, the spoiler, the black, the Type S badging, the front A mark, the back A mark, everything like that is all standard, and then that gets done at the dealership. And then you can get your quote. So you guys, I appreciate you watching this video, and definitely stay tuned because I have actually driven this car. I'm doing this after I've driven the car and doing this video before. But what will be fun to see is getting this out on the road. What did I think of the Integra Type S? It's something that I've wanted to drive ever since I heard about it, which was a couple months ago. And to get your hands on one right now is next to impossible. There are some dealerships that are doing these, that have these, and that are demoing these. But when you say, hey, I want to do this for YouTube, they basically tell you to no, you're not going to. So to get to drive one was very special. It was very fun. And I will be posting that video up as well very shortly. So with that, thank you guys. I appreciate all your guys' support, all your guys' comments, all your guys' subscriptions. Keep subscribing. We're up to about 616 subscribers, which is huge. Thank you guys so much. And, you know, I really want to do a really special shout out right now to my niece, Abby. I know she watches the channel a lot. Thank you for watching the channel. Thank you to everyone who watches the channel more than just for 1 or 2 videos. I definitely appreciate it. You guys rock. I am very in tune with all of my subscribers. And if you guys ever want to see a car, let me know. But with that being said, I will catch you guys on the next one. Later.